Hey everyone, welcome to another vlog line. I saw the movie um Enemy with Jake Gyllenhaal, and I'm still confused about the movie. Because the opening scene is Jake Gyllenhaal is in a room with a whole bunch of other dudes, and they have, first you see a naked woman pleasuring herself, and then she leaves, and then another woman comes in, and she has a tray and a lid on top of it, and then she puts it down on the ground that's in front of her, and she opens the lid, and the tarantulas in it. And just as she's about to step on it, it goes into the actual movie, where a guy who's played by Jake Gyllenhaal, who's a teacher, he uh, he's told by this fellow teacher that he should see this movie, and he sees the movie, goes to sleep, wakes up the next day, and not next day, he wakes up and he realizes that someone in that movie looks exactly like him, which is kind of weird, but not the weird part of the movie, where he eventually finds out who he is, and he phones his apartment, and the actor that he sees that looks exactly like him, his wife answered, and he starts having somewhat of a weird conversation, and then he hangs up, and then he tries again a little bit later, and then he actually answers, and they have a weird conversation, and then the actor that looks exactly like him hangs up, and then uh, the teacher version of the guy phones again, and they eventually meet, and things become weirder because they both have a scar on their on their side, exact length and everything, and they look exactly like each other. They have beard, mustache, same length hair, and everything, and like everything about them looks the same. And then things start going weird because uh, the actor guy pretty much threatens him because he thinks that, or he either thinks or he made up um, this whole scenario in his head that the teacher, Jake Gyllenhaal, had sex with the actor Jake Gyllenhaal's wife, who's 6 months pregnant, which never happened. So yeah, it was weird, and in the end, uh, the actor Jake Gyllenhaal uh, took the teacher Jake Gyllenhaal's girlfriend um, out for a romantic uh, weekend or whatever, and they're having sex, and then uh, the girl notices the mark, the white mark from the ring, and then she realizes that it's not actually him, and on the way home, um, they're like not. She wants to get out, and eventually somehow they get into a car accident, and they're both killed. And during this point, after the teacher Jake Gyllenhaal was threatened and was getting upset, I think he was thinking, if he's gonna have sex with my girlfriend, well, I'm gonna have sex with his wife. But he was kind of like, he was in this apartment, and the actress Jake Gyllenhaal's apartment, and he's like going through it in his head, and he's trying to think about it, and as he's thinking about it, he's realizing that maybe this isn't a good idea, but his wife comes in and they start talking, and eventually they go to sleep, and it's not like they have sex or anything at that point, but he gets up, he sits and he starts crying because uh, he knows that his girlfriend's having sex with this guy that looks like him, but it really isn't him. So it's kind of upsetting him, and then uh, the the actor Jake Gyllenhaal's wife comes out and starts comforting him, and then eventually have sex, and then they go to sleep, and then they wake up the next morning, and by this point, the actor Jake Gyllenhaal is dead, and so is the teacher Jake Gyllenhaal's girlfriend's dead. But the weird thing is that when the actor, not the actor, the teacher Jake Gyllenhaal goes in to talk to the wife of the actor of Jake Gyllenhaal, uh, there's a tarantula, and there's a what's it called, a theme of tarantulas, because every once in a while you'll see a tarantula in the movie, which really, really confuses me, because what in the world does a tarantula have to do with this movie? It just doesn't make any sense. So, I think my question is to you, is if you've seen this movie, does this tarantula theme make any sense to any of you? And if it does, let me know in the comments down below, because I would really like to know what the heck it means. So, whenever you watch this, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and goodbye.